Right, folks, welcome back to, I don't want to call it a new series, but a new chapter in the series as we continue with Hero to Villain Part 1. We are the new Aston Villa manager, and with quite the task at hand. Now, I will say, just to those people that might be new, this is the sequel to the prequel that we've already had 70 plus episodes of. So if you want to go and watch the prequel, I'd do that now before we do this now. But if you are new and you're joining at this point and this is where you want to see things take off, then, well, have we got a treat for you. A relegation battle to kick things off. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'd like to be in the playoffs is what I'd like. You can see then Aston Villa, 23 points after 31 games. Not great from Villa, it must be said. And 9 points away from Stoke, who we are level on games with and level on points with. No, we're not. Level on games with. It's going to be quite the challenge. I don't think it's very likely, viewers. I mean, do you think do you back me to stuff? No, me neither. So 7 games to go. A maximum of 21 points. So in my mind, we could finish 8th if everything goes our way. We'll do our best, of course, to survive. Luckily for me, and a few of you have been asking this, and rightly so, the boards are, they're not really bothered if we do it. If we go to competitions, in fact, we go to the detail section, you can see the minimum expectation is that team fight bravely against relegation from the Premier League. I will fight as brave as possible. I'll get the shield and the sword and everything. But the board will not be judging me on the team's performance in this competition, nor the FA Cup, nor the Carabao Cup, which is lucky because we're not in those anymore. So they're not bothered about what I do. I'm here forever, viewers, or at least one more season. As I say, 15-month contract. It's the 27th of March now, and our first game against Burnley is to come. And of course, they are a bit of a relegation rival. Although, do we have relegation rivals? I'm not really sure we do. But they are 10 points ahead of us. Beat them today, and we narrow that gap to 7. They're nervous. Now, I mentioned yesterday when I revealed that Aston Villa would be the team. That is now spoiled for those that are watching this as a first time. That we will go through the squad and talk about what we've got and, of course, how we can plot whatever we do next season as well. Now, Aston Villa fans will know better than I, but the only player I think that is remaining at the club is John McGinn, who was signed sort of this current year that we've just had in real life, and is still at the club, sort of paving the way. You'll notice, by the way, Aston Villa have spent a long time in the Championship and only recently have actually been promoted, and now I've come in to see them back down. But yeah, John McGinn, he actually wants to have a chat, does John? I feel like maybe before we get to everything else, we should have a quick chat with John. James Betteridge here, the player liaison, he said he's had a chat with John McGinn earlier, and the player wants to discuss his increasing desire for a new challenge as he feels he may have achieved everything he can at the club. Good start, viewers, good start. I've joined and he wants to go immediately. I'm going to say the level of experience you provide is hard to come by in modern football. You know how so incredibly valuable you are to the rest of the squad. I'm afraid I can't let you leave. And he says he still wants to leave. I'm going to say this is getting a bit out of hand. We're not going to discuss this now, John. It's a good start, viewers, but that's a fair point. We'll come back to this when a team expresses an interest in you. No, we won't. Okay, thanks, John. Of course, financially, 13 million in the bank. I thought we'd get a little bit more from me in the Premier League, but that's not happened. And in terms of debts and loans, there's a few there that we'll have to just... That's why we're not making money, I've realised. Now, system-wise, I thought I'd do a little bit of a continuation. Use it. Now, look, that there does say Boston Boys with a number 10, 4-3-3 sort of system. Okay, look, I'm over Boston. Let me just answer that. Marky, not now. I'm just in the middle of the new job, mate. So if you could... Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll ring you later. All right. Yeah. Keep scoring those. You're on the bench. Okay, bye. So yeah, we are playing a system that we used at Boston Boys, but this then is, I don't know if this is our best 11 or not really. Joshua Onoma, I don't necessarily think will be a starter in our side, but I want someone who's quite athletic in the team and will run on adrenaline. He's not played a lot recently. He's got a new boss to impress, so I hope him in a box-to-box role today will be a key aspect. What I have done in the save so far is take a little look through the squad depth that we've got at our disposal. Goalkeeper-wise, we're not too bad. We've got some good youth prospects as well as Lunin, who, at the moment, who's going to be our first choice goalkeeper. Centre-back, we're quite strong as well, although they are getting on the older side, 29 and 33 years of age, Diego Carlos, and the man at the top of the list, who will need a new name. Central midfield, we've got a few options as well. I mentioned John McGinn, and I want to get a few more youngsters in there, though. Again, you can see quite an ageing side throughout the centre. Zeka is our best midfielder. Again, 31, though. 2 deep-lying playmakers at 31. We're going to have to do something with those two, I think. And, of course, where I think we're very strong is in these wide positions. Tony Wright, who plays on the left, and... Oh, hold, don't do it yet, Ben. Don't do it yet. It's okay. We don't have to do it yet. I mean, I do want to change his name now, but... I won't. Oh, no, I won't. Okay. But no, he's the best of the bunch. Josh Bowler is there as well, of course, and Pion Sisto, who I'm sure you'll be familiar with. You've seen him before. He's been a wonder kid on Football Manager for many years. He's 31 now, though. Again, getting on the older side, as is much of the squad. Having a few young players is nice, but it's a very old squad. And up front, Iheanacho, O'Hare, and Brewster are there as well, as is Berisha, who we've talked about it already, has got 5 finishing as a striker. He's not a striker, is he? He's one of those, you know, the kid at school that used to go, "Where'd you play, mate?" "Oh, yeah, I'm a striker." Have you ever played them before? Yeah, loads. Oh, okay. So our core, our central area is not too bad. Of course, we've got Hannah as well, Gareth Hannah, who I want to try and get the most out of. But he, as well as a couple of other players, are in a little bit of danger. You can see from their relegation release clauses, there's 6 players that have them. 3 of which are the young ones that I'd quite like to keep hold of next season. So that's good. Josh Bowler at 27, by the way, is delighted I've just called him one of the young ones. But Tony Wright and Gareth Hannah, those are the 2 key guys that I'd really like to keep hold of, whether we go up stay up or go down next season. I really need to keep those guys around, I think, despite the fact they've got these clauses that could well be met if we do go down. So let's get into this first game. Let's play a match. Let's see what we've got from these boys, see what they're capable of. Of course, this year for them hasn't been too good. But Tony Wright and Iheanacho, to be fair, have been scoring goals. We just need a little bit more contribution throughout the rest of the side. So let's run you through the team then. As you can see, it's a 4-3-3. I mentioned it already. Lunin is going to be in goal. Tervest will be at right back. And I guess really we should show these players so you can see just how good they are. Decent goalkeeper. Definitely going to be here this year. Whether we move him on at the end of the season because we can, 1, get some money for him. 2, get him off the wage bill. And 3, he might just want to leave. We'll have to wait and see. Tervest at right back, a player that a few of you I'm sure will be familiar with. A very well-rounded right back, actually. Really impressive. But on £91,000 a week at 15.5 million, that's a lot. Has his wage gone up, by the way? I feel like that wage has gone up. And has it? I feel like it has. I didn't do that. Keglar Sonyunchu. That's tough, isn't it? Even for me, even for the normal people out there, that's a tricky one. All these dots on top as well, it's like Morse bloody code. All right, anyway, Diego Carlos is next to him. 2 decent centre-backs, to be fair, both on a fair amount of money. And if we go down, I don't know, might be the area which I try and revolutionise a little bit with some young maybe English homegrown talent. We'll have to wait and see. Then at right back, very happy actually. Josh Earl at right back, decent left back. Very, very solid, physically good. Everything you want in the left back, really. Prefer one that can keep us in the division, but whatever. Zeca is in the centre, 31-year-old Portuguese midfielder, getting to the twilight of his days, I think now, but still a decent playmaker, so he'll start in midfield. I mentioned before that Onoma will be next to him, physically very, very good, and hopefully continue to do that for us today. Look, he's 28 now. I always consider Joshua Onoma as a bit of a wonder kid, but not to be. I just want work rate from him today, though, if possible. Josh Bowler will be at right wing. Let's see if he takes a few wickets today, shall we? Because of the... Ow, I've just hit my bloody shelf. Don't do jokes about cricket, Ben. You've learnt your lesson. Hannah, of course, will be in behind the striker. Physically fantastic. A player that we nearly had at Boston. It never came off, and here he is at Villa. And, he's developed okay. Dribbling is a little bit of a concern, but everything else, not too bad. Passing's good. Flair, decision-making, teamwork. I like that. Good agility as well for an attacking midfielder. On the left, Tony Wright. Oh, God. He's good, isn't he? But his name is very confusing. And up top, I'm going to go with Iheanacho. Of course, I could go with Brewster as well as a couple of others, but I think Iheanacho has got the most well-rounded attributes of all the players we've got. His work rate is a little bit annoying, but as a complete forward, I think that might be the ticket for him. He can do everything really quite well. His decision-making and work rate, though, those are the 2 things that I wish were slightly better. And, whether we try and move him on in the summer as well, we'll have to wait and see. Lots of decisions to be made this summer. It could be quite important. So, let's, without any further ado, go into this first game against Burnley. Just the one game for us today against a relegation rival away at Turf Moor. Let's see if we can do the business. That's a bloody Friday night match. I thought we were ready to delve in then. Good start. Wolves have beaten Stoke though, so that's good. So now if we win today, the gap goes to 6 points, viewers. Hey, the survival charge is on. Who's this? Now Marius is not happy. Young Polish player that, I'll be honest, isn't all that, in my opinion. 3.4 million. I mean, no wonder. Oh, goodness me. Okay, he wants to chat though. He wants to leave about a lack of first team football. I'm going to say, that's fine. Yeah, all right, you can go then, mate. It's now said I don't want to leave, I just want to play. Oh, just get out of my office. I tell you, I've come along. There's a bloody queue outside. Tottenham have hired Pochettino. All right. Are we just restarting the save now? Are we? Is that what's happening? Everyone's just going back to where they were at the very start? Okay, got you. If we win this first game, I might just resign because it'll be the best it can be. But you know, when you hire a new manager, Brighton next as well. That's next episode. 100%. We play Brighton. Oh yes. At home on the telly. Beautiful. I feel like this run-in needs to be documented. It's very important to not only to get to know the players, but I think this could be mesmeric. They've played Burnley 3 times, 4 times in fact, never beat them. So time to turn that around today, viewers. Team-wise, of course, we've been through it. John McGinn is suspended for this game. Exposito could actually play in midfield, maybe ahead of Onima, but he's not quite as physical, I don't think. And Joe Adkins, I'm going to take him out, am I, for this one? Yeah, he's not really there, is he? Let's face it, he's not quite of the level. Let's see how the boys do there. Of course, options off the bench if we need to bring them on. Sisto's there, Brewster, amongst a few others. So here we go, viewers. This will probably go brilliantly. Let's wait and see. Of course, I'm using what I've learned as a manager previously to use a similar system today, and they've got Devine up front. Mark Devine. Oh, Mark someone. No, never mind. Marquis Devine. No. Max Aarons. This is quite nice, actually. A lot of, we're at a point in the save, 7 years in, where we're still going to know a lot of these players. Ward-Prowse, Calvert-Lewin, Isaac Hayden, Rodewald's there, Ben Gibson, Nacho, Max Aarons. We know a lot of these players. It's quite nice. It's nice to be, usually 15 years into a save, I don't usually move either. Very rarely in my saves, I'm in the Premier League, so the top players I very rarely come up against. Unless it's in cup competitions where I get absolutely destroyed. Alright, I've gone for a passionate team talk, told them I've got faith in them, let's do the business. With Brighton not in action until after you play, this is a prime opportunity for your side to perhaps take a step ahead in the battle. So, step ahead, that's an interesting turn of phrase. We literally can't move from 20th. It might give us a boost. Come on, it's a special day. I can't wait to get started in this wonderful job. There's more questions. Callum O'Hare doesn't feature. What's the thinking behind that? Who are you as agent? He's just been rested. Nothing more than that. I've got complete faith in him to do the job. Come on, Hannah. You're the man out there. This isn't a kit clash at all, is it? This isn't a little bit confused. Oh, whatever. Burnley, Villa. They do wear similar colours. I'm not even sure which colours we're wearing. We're the away side, so I assume it's the purple ensemble today, which is nice. Let's see then. 15 minutes gone. Not conceded yet. Spoke too soon. Here we go then. Let's see. What have Burnley got to offer? Lots of familiar faces in that side, remember. As, well, it's not a perfect start. It's not the dream start, is it? Of course, they're going to have to adapt to the way that I would like to play. That's a key point, and that's going to take more than 7 games, I suspect, as they're out on this left-hand side, ball whipped in, and we just sort of, just let him run in there and shoot. I shouldn't be annoyed already. They're learning, Ben. They're learning. All right, we're away from home. I'm going to keep things unbalanced for now. And look, it's an early goal. It may be too early, if anything. But we're playing in the Dr. Benji image. No, not 1-0 down. We've got more possession. And we're keeping the ball quite well. It's whether we can do something with it. That might be the problem this season. It's a corner. Ward-Prowse to put it in. We know his delivery's good. And that, from close range, probably should have been 2-0, to be honest. Now, Tony Wright's nervous. Maybe he's on the wrong side. We've got to think about this, though. Look, we're a half in. We're keeping the ball quite well, but we're doing not nearly enough with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these boys behind Iheanacho all attacking. Stay up. I'm going to play on a cautious mentality. So we play a little bit more defensively at the back. But when we get it, we've got players in position to spring attacks immediately. We'll see if that pays off in the second half. Of course, still got options off the bench as well. I think we might see Sisto at some point. All right, second half underway. And in this first game as Aston Villa manager, it's going as well as to be expected. To be fair, though, viewers, Burnley are a titan of this save as Earl, our only right back, or left back, sorry, he's got injured. Iheanacho's in there. Referee, surely. Why was it? No, just it's run all the way through. Onima has got to try and put this back in. He's under a lot of pressure, though, and I'm a little bit nervous. Vest doesn't really know what to do with it. Oh, lovely switch of play out to Earl. And maybe the first time we get to see our boys attack with right now cutting in. Probably wants to be on the other side, to be fair to him. Iheanacho back to Hannah. Oh, Hannah with the goal. To Gareth Hannah. I should have probably played the jingle. I'm just doing it myself. It's a goal. Burnley 1, Villa 1, and we're back on level terms, viewers. Here it is in 3 dimensions. You can see us knocking it round like nobody's business, right, with a nice piece of play. It's this ball, though, from Iheanacho. Look at that. Lovely ball to Hannah, who escapes the markers and past the goalkeeper. 1-1 at Turf Moor. Lovely football from us. That's what you want to see. Beautiful move. Everyone's sort of playing a part there as well in the attacking third. And with half an hour to go, it's another corner. Zeka to put it in. Iheanacho's there and heads on goal, but just wide. And all of a sudden, we're getting in the groove, viewers. We're feeling it. Come on, here we go. I did mention 20 minutes to go. There was a chance we would see Sisto at some point. I am going to bring him on. Iheanacho's had a decent game, but I think Ryan Brewster might be the option for the latter stages as an advanced forward, pushing back their attacking line and just seeing, can we nab another goal? Of course, I'm concerned about the injury to Josh Earl, but I don't have anyone else to come on to replace him. Is it Josh Earl? Oh, God, I'll never find out. We've gone to a highlight. Ball played in for Burnley. Gomez is there on the edge of the box. Please don't let them score. Good defending on the edge, and now maybe a chance for us to break. That cautious style coming into play on the counter-attack. Bodies forward. forward. Ray and Brewster on this side in towards Hannah, and it's a decent bit of goalkeeping with about 10 minutes to go if you include injury time. It's launched forward. Are we under that? No. Devine, Mark Devine heads down to Verdi, and Burnley come at us again. He's gone for goal. That is very rude. It is Josh Earl. Good. I knew my stuff. Sisto, ball in. Brewster's around there. Can he get on it? He can. Can he maybe fire a shot at goal? He's not on our team. We don't. It's the kit issue. That's the There was a lovely pass just to the wrong person entirely. What's happening here? Please don't panic, boys. I mean, hello. Okay, we're fine. Maybe just kick it forward, for heaven's sake. Lewin, there we go. Or Lunin, maybe. Names are tricky. They're new to me. Sisto, though, with a chance to get a win. Right there! No, we put it on the left. Oh, the irony. If he'd have gone back across the keeper, that was surely a goal. Minutes to go here in our first game as Aston Villa manager. Is there a winner for us? Brewster gets under it, but it's a Burnley free kick. Not long left to go here. I'm going to stay on this cautious style, though, because I think drawing Burnley out a little bit and hitting them has worked quite well. It doesn't look like there's going to be a late goal, or does it? Sisto's ball in isn't the best. Zeka's going to get there. Back out to Sisto. The final chance for either side, surely. Right, is he going to switch it out? No, he's going to come back to this side. Sisto now. Can he get a ball into the centre? It's blocked away. There's no time, is there really, unless it comes right now. Oh, my goodness me, it could have done. No. Flipping heck. And that then is going to be full time. Burnley 1, Villa 1. It's not the best result, but it's not the worst either. I think unbeaten as Villa manager, which we'll take actually. Burnley is the home side, probably disappointed. Remember, we're bottom of the table. I'm going to say they've done brilliantly to come back. Very proud of them. And for a first game in a new system, I think we did all right, you know. I think we did all right. Take all the positives, Benny boy. Take all the positives. Josh Earl, though, is injured, out for a couple of days, but with 6 days until our next game, should be fighting fit for that one. No, 3 unbeaten for Villa now, with Brighton on the horizon, and that then will be our next game, as I think it's probably going to be a bit of a biggie. I look forward to it, though. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you're excited for the start of the new chapter of this series, of course, do drop a like on it. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. The support on yesterday's video and the video before was sensational. Thank you so much for getting on board. And again, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up with the story, and I'll see you again soon. With love, with care. If you're not spending until next time, goodbye. From hero to villain. Villain is, let me show you all. People are saying spell villain correctly. Under nicknames there, you'll notice a lack of I. It's because they're called villains. You get it now.